Okay, so with more macro news and what's going on in crypto, what's the real story with the Silvergate bank crisis and how that's affecting the crypto market at large? How big of a deal is it really?
Well, it's had quite an impact, right? We know that there's a link. They have exposure to FTX, so there's some loans they've made that aren't going to get paid back. This was a company that was made it easy to trade out of dollars and fiat currencies and into cryptocurrencies. They were an off ramp essentially from the crypto world, and their loss of the stock value has been taking a hit, and it's more or less the case they're going to be liquidated, and this is triggering some pretty not massive sell-offs, but like what, a 4 or 5% loss in Bitcoin and ETH and across the whole broader crypto space is taking
And,
a dump.
and I guess that's the point, 4 or 5% loss. But when we look at the crypto market in general, when we look at the Silvergate banking crisis, we're not looking at Bitcoin dumping 50% overnight or dropping 70. I mean, in the world of small cap altcoins or in thinner markets, you can see a lot more volatility. So while it has been a huge hit, I think you mentioned, we were talking earlier, that FTX may have been signaled a bigger drop, a response
Oh, for
from the
sure.
crypto market. But I would also say, so the two main points to take away are um, Silvergate bank crisis. It's a bummer. It's a shame. But is it this unraveling of the crypto market? No, it's not. It's just another small blip in the history of blips that have gone on in blockchain crypto. And of course, Silvergate bank crisis was not a crisis or a fault at the coding level of an automated market maker or something created in DeFi or a blockchain, some proof of work or proof of stake mechanism. This was not a crypto or blockchain failure that the Silvergate bank crisis was a problem of accounting within the traditional commercial financial system.
Yeah, that's right.
And
And well, one
so,
thing I would
yeah, go
note
ahead.
is that looking at that the price action, you see there was clearly an upward channel from over the last 48 days that is broken, right? So that's a sign that perhaps we might see some lower lows moving from here on out. Like you could see this, like, I guess in charting terms, you could see an ABC down coming off that top right there, and who knows
Well,
if it
let's
what happens from here. But that,
now let's put that graph, what you're describing, put that over what we continually talk about with our macro outlook on the Fed and the
yeah,
interest rates and liquidity. And the reality is it does look like the market has some more clearing out to do. We probably have several months to a year of getting more, testing out new lows. So
yep,
that kind of, it makes sense. But still, when it comes to Silvergate's role in blockchain and crypto in general, it's I think it's great at bringing more attention into I guess institutions, the regulations being focused to protect retail investors, which
yeah.
I think is a lot of the focus right now. But okay, so that's Silvergate. um yes, it was disastrous, but no, it's not catastrophic to the market. And really, it's more on the banking, on the institutional side. It's not unlike in the past where there have been projects in blockchain and crypto that were rug pulls or
Right.
that were
Lunaterra,
failures.
for example.
Lunaterra, right? Or you things that were actually not blockchain but took advantage of blockchain, like BitConnect and problems like that. So but was just, again, that was not a systemic risk to blockchain or crypto. A lot of people then knew that was a scam that just took a small portion, but it affected retail for sure, not institutional investors. So
Yep.
okay, well, there's a good update on Silvergate banking crisis. What to remember is that this was not a function of crypto failure or DeFi failure or the experimentation of what the really great innovations that are going on with blockchain. What used to be clearing houses and what used to be done by these more traditional institutions with open source code and with other building upon blockchain technology, wrapping assets, moving it from different chains. We're seeing these other ecosystems develop that can often be resilient even amidst these Silvergate banking crises. The reality is Aave, Curve, Uniswap, all of these amazing protocols in DeFi that were built using blockchain technology continue to run unaffected. And I don't think that gets enough credit among regulators or people screaming about this or that. Like, well, what about a little bit of humility and not be, how about congratulations to these protocols that were experimental and that were building on this new technology and continue to grow and be successful and unaffected. And in a sense, why they were created was because of things like this. I mean, in a sense, a lot of the decentralized finance protocols were created so that the collateral that was in order to mint a product or an asset is shown on chain, and everyone can see what is there by code. So okay, Silvergate is great at showing, this is the stock to all-time low. It's going to cause a shakeup, obviously, in what institutions are allowing access. A lot of people are saying that this is going to create a choke point, or have you heard that less banks?
Yes.
It's gonna create a reason for less banks to want to offer access to crypto as an excuse that crypto was the problem.
Right. When it was the centralized banking entities that are at the root of a lot of this. So yes, I think the other narrative that I think we've come across a little bit is that, you have short sellers. One big one in particular that we maybe won't want to mention his name, but it's a perennial boogeyman in finance. And the narrative is that, oh, these short sellers are selling the Silvergate stock, and they're creating this problem, and this bank essentially going to like a run on the stock, and they're manipulating, and this is essentially like a financial attack, right? But in the economics world, speculation tended to be analyzed as a equilibrating force, right? So it tends to get us towards the true price, not away from it, because people who don't speculate in the right direction, tend to lose. Prices trade against them, and then they lost their position. So it separates the people with the accurate view from the people with the wrong view, right? And so I just wanted to say that Silvergate's stock reflects the underlying reality of its balance sheet, and the stock's not driving the problems, it's reflecting the problems.
Correct. And the problems are, like we said, within the banking system, and Silvergate's how it managed its finances, not in blockchain or crypto, in the assets that it managed themselves. Hope you enjoyed that clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscription, notification bell if you want to get the latest drops. Of course, all of this is educational, entertainment information to help you in your journey, learning more about blockchain and how to participate. None of this is financial advice, investment advice. However, if you'd like to learn more about blockchain and crypto, we've got plenty of videos and playlists as well that walk you through DeFi tutorials, how to get involved. And if you'd like some more one-on-one help, check out our website, wisebeyondbitcoin.com. We've got plenty of free resources for you to scroll through and check out in your journey, your blockchain crypto journey. Of course, you can also drop us a line. Let us know what you'd like to learn about. Time is money. Knowledge is power. Benefit from our experience. Let us know what you'd like to learn more about. We'd be happy to help you. Until the next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all.